Hello everyone and welcome back to our Total War Room 2 DEI campaign as Massilia. When we had last left off, we had this little battle to fight against the Ardiaei over here in Epidamnos. So we've got to watch out for their slingers, but all in all this should be a battle that we can fight and we can win. Our pikes are at full health, which is very important considering that we are hopelessly outnumbered here. Our cav are in decent shape. Our slingers are very much ready for the fight. So hopefully this will not turn out too poorly for us, but it should definitely be a won battle. They simply don't have the quality in them to win. I mean, come on, look at their core infantry. It's just some levy or some low level unit, I'm sure. Those units don't look high tier. The only ones we have to worry about is probably the Sika warriors over here, and well, they're slingers, which can probably cause a lot of pain and suffering on our inexperienced pikemen. We also have naval support this time, which is something we can leverage. Let's begin. Since our navy is coming over here, let's deploy the troops here as well. We'll keep these guys in reserve. All fire at will for our skirmishers, but deploy them in the front. Deploy our cavalry over there. Our spears to the sides. And our ballista over here. Let's begin. Looks like they have two ships over here. Oh my goodness.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Very nice, very nice. We will prepare our cav to move over to intercept those two landing ships. As for our navy, well, let's hope they don't kill each other. I'm going to grab the general ship and pull him over. Let's select standard rounds on these guys. Start moving them in front. And everybody on standard rounds, please. Let's not encourage them to rush over just yet. The two ships are about to land soon. Let's start to move our cav over. We want to catch them the very moment they jump off the ships. Oh wow. Our 3 cavalry units should be able to finish off those archers very quickly. Can our ships please fire on the naval units instead? That'll be very much appreciated. Those are just some stags. Let's get the supply ship to move away. The sheer amount of our ballistas should be able to sink the ship. But just to make sure, we're gonna do a bit of manual control. Or not that unit, this unit. Come on, how the hell do you miss right there? Oh my word. They're actually gonna start boarding if we are not careful. Oh my god, are they actually gonna connect? Let's view this ship instead. Oh, that ship is done for. This is bad. They could sink a ship here. There's one ship down. And brilliant, that's another ship down. This ship took some serious damage. Let's pull them back. Let's put in its own separate group. Everyone else, please fire on another ship. In the meantime, the cav on land should be very easily wrapping up. Looks like they killed literally everyone, which is nice. Let's get the ballista to fire if they're in range. Everyone, please use standard rounds. So many shots are being fired, some of them must connect. I do not want to be a sailor on these ships. It's basically certain death at this point. But they're very brave running to a gauntlet of death. Oh my word, is this friendly fire? Yes it is. We might even end up sinking one of our own ships if we aren't careful. That's all the ships being sunk. Let's start by deploying our navy in a line. Roll hard. Let's triple speed this for a bit. Let's actually push our infantry a bit forward. No point staying that far in reserve, I guess. Some of our ships seem to have taken a fair amount of damage, some from friendly fire. Let's just keep this ship in reserve. I don't want to accidentally sink my own ship. Let's have the ballista start opening fire when it can. And looks like we just triggered the horde. Use our navy to sail forward. We've got to prepare ourselves here. You know, we're probably better off preparing our cav to move to one side. And our left flank is being protected by the ocean. Who, by the way, we happen to have a very big fleet presence in.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Oh wow, Romfia warriors. They're well within the range of our slingers right now, so I guess we should begin focus firing on them.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
We need our barracks to really chum these guys up. These are some units I never want my pikemen to go up against. Yup, the very second they're coming out of the forest, they're really just dropping. They're caught in the crossfire, being whittled down to nothing.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
We can move on to the next unit. Well, maybe it's about time we pull behind our own lines. Let's grab our ballista to fire on more slingers.
Enemy's hidden units.
Let's grab our slingers to fire on some javelin men. Please do not advance beyond your own lines.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
There's a lot of hidden units, but so be it. Again, the sheer amount of artillery is gonna make it hurt. We're gonna use naval support to take out the slingers. While using our slingers to take out the javelin men. great if they could shatter. They have, so let's fire on another slave slinger unit. Our naval artillery has tons of ammunition. Here they come. The first shot is ringing in. Surprisingly few of these shots are connecting. I kinda expected them to do better. Let's fire on another javelin man unit.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Looks like some Tauric swords. Let's grab the cavalry. We're gonna begin flanking. We're just cutting this unit down. Let's go for the Thracian peltas. In that house artillery is softening up. They seem to be doing fine against the javelin men and the peltas. Are definitely being cut down unit by unit. Well, it's time to unleash the cav. Oh my, look at the frame rate for this one.
The men are wavering.
Ooh, let's pull our slingers back. I think they've taken enough hits. In fact, we're about to charge the whole load of slingers anyway. So counter slinger fire isn't exactly very important right now. I'm just glad they took the brunt of the damage and it wasn't the pikemen. Looks like the artillery bombardment has worn down on some of those slingers. Oh come on, look at the lag. Oh man, looks like that Bellaric slinger unit routed. Oh my. Game's really struggling right now. Need the cavalry to punch through. One unit go after these guys. Another unit go after these slingers. A third. Go after these slingers. A fourth focus on wiping out the peltas. Let's get our general to drop a skill or two. Come on. Oh my, the frame rate's really bad. I think the sheer amount of units it's trying to process right now is a bit overwhelming, but it should lighten up in a moment. Let's concentrate our fire on the rear echelons. Oh yes. The artillery bombardments also hitting the rear ranks. Naval support is actually kind of helpful here. Able to use it to whittle down our enemy's range advantage. Oh my, the frame rate again. Finish off that unit of slinger. Do not show your rear to black slingers, that's a bad idea. Oh, they're gonna eat it here. Look at the numbers drop. One volley and they're already below 200. They really aren't helping themselves here. They have broken. Now just one more, a few more rounds and they should shatter. Yep, they've shattered. Please focus fire over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh my. Let's just charge the Corsair head up. The Corsair isn't a spear unit, so it shouldn't fare that well. I'm going to pull 3 units for a flanking cycle charge. I mean for a flanking cycle charge. We're still firing to the rear echelons, which is very, very, very important. Let's pull these 2 units here. Pull these 3 units interior. so that if they do chase, they'll get flank charged. They'll have to pick a side, and whichever side they pick, they're gonna get flanked. Or if they're really gonna stay there, we'll just outmaneuver them. The healthiest unit proceed, 2 units stay here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Who? Our barracks are finally running dry. We're gonna hit them hard here. Opening up the rear to an enemy cavalry charge isn't the best idea. Can't say this will end very well for the Corsairs. Whichever way they brace, it's not gonna end well. A front and flank charge. To polish it all off, we have one more unit coming from their rear. This time they're fully committed, so they won't have any bracing. And no matter how good that unit is, it's going down. Ow, Tory spies are dying. Let's grab our guys and ask them to fall back. I have no idea why they're pushing so hard. It's time to commit the infantry. Kept them in reserve for a wee bit too long there, but it's fine. The enemy army is routing. You get them to charge. Get our naval artillery to stop firing, because it's gonna cause friendly fire at this point. Just need to kill the enemy general somewhere in here. Only 45 Corsairs are still standing.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
37 Corsairs are still standing. 35 Corsairs. 30 Corsairs. The number is dropping very, very rapidly. And we'll end the battle here. A heroic victory. Our slingers did absolutely great. Our horsemen did fantastic assaults. I'm surprised they even got any kills. Our pikes did extremely well holding off that many troops. And God knows how many kills the ballista ships must have gotten just pounding away. But a relatively easy victory. We lost 761 men. Looks like about 200 due to friendly fire. And we killed about 6,000 in return, which is more men than we actually deployed. Looks like a fair amount of them will be able to get away, but it's a settlement battle, so it should not matter. The best part is we didn't lose a single unit. Which should be very, very important and very decisive in the extermination of Ardiaei. Because after this, we simply should not be able to put up much of a resistance. Straight to the head. Yes, we didn't lose a single unit. This army has gained a new tradition. complete skirmishers as usual. Let's make him a capable bureaucrat as well. And dock out both the army and the navy. We're not even taxing this province and it's absolutely furious. Well, it doesn't really matter which one we convert to. Let's dismantle the camp here, we don't want that. Convert the temple, and next turn we'll convert over the... You can start scouting further in. Let's quickly tackle this army. We took some serious casualties on the cavalry, but it should be acceptable. We're gonna go protective again. Make sure it's our infantry and our cavalry taking the damage. Finally, once more for the garrison. We didn't lose a single unit. Let's occupy the city. And that's the end of that faction. Let's actually dismantle both. Let's dismantle everything actually, let's not tax the province. And well, let's end the turn and see where we go. We still have a skill. For our army over here, it's general. Well, agriculturalist can't hurt. Became a commander of men. And some campaign movement. Let's end the turn. We should be ready to push into the Greek heartland very soon. Cappadocia, Cataroi, Cimbri. Rebellion. That's amazing. Agrarian yield. Oh, that's a ton of money. Let's build a temple and a farm. Let's build a farm here, convert over the port. Looks like we found ourselves quite a bit of money here. So let's move this army back. I'm just gonna allow the rebellion to build up for a bit. Get public order straight. Let's recruit some ships. Let's also start moving this army over. Okay. This army can begin heading over to our king. And let's see, where can we spend all this money on? We're probably best off upgrading some of our settlements, especially those that make us a lot of money. But first things first, let's make sure, well, level 3 settlements are always a good idea. Another one. Might as well upgrade to a level 2. That's a lot of money spent. and well spent if I do say so myself. Let's cancel an edict here and then put it in Africa. For clearly Africa is going to make us far more money. What should we build? What should we build? Definitely afford to build a farm there. Looks like we've already completed the next event, so let's end the turn. And with another giant influx of money. Money is always nice. No peace for you, Daorsi. We offered you peace and you didn't take it, so we will give you the exact same treatment and, well, have a taste of your own medicine. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we have. Completely controlled 20 provinces, eh? That's gonna take a while. Let's start researching, well, tier 8 settlements. Let's finish off the rebels before they get too strong. We need this army to be ready. Somehow still losing public order here. Culture is rapidly changing. Somehow there's raiding going on somewhere in our borders. This army is being irritating. This army can head over to our king. Just take out the settlement. And Pannonia is ours. Actually, I'm willing to give the Daorsi peace at this point. I don't plan to push into Dacia, so there can be a little client state for us.
It is the nature of warriors to cut to the heart of anything. Consider this proposal carefully. Our offer is fair and honorable. By the gods, all will be as we agree here.
Okay, I'll offer you 3,000.
You speak well, but can you drink and feast as cleverly to seal our bargain? We shall see.
And we're gonna get back so much more money just by offering trade. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We shall use the money they gave us to develop the lands. Sorry if I sounded kind of weird. There was also like, you know that feeling when something's stuck in your throat. It's very annoying. You can actually tax this province already, which is quick, to say the least. Let's start recruiting more ships. Build up the navy. Looks like this army is just able to poke into Italia, which means it can too recruit some Great Ballista. Let's also research tier 4, which is absolutely fantastic. We can recruit Apulian heavy infantry over here. just comparable to our Tauric legionnaires. Oh well, we'll think about it. Again, we have tons of money. Let's have our agents buy ahead. Some Macedonian land, some Greek land over there. We aren't even taxing them, so I'm surprised we even have food. It's probably from the agriculturalist trade, if I have to take a guess. Any regions we're lacking in food? Baetica. Probably a good investment to build a farm there. Public order is still increasing their sales. Let's not touch the settlement, it's not stabilized yet. How is this province still so upset? Raiding somewhere? Who is daring to raid our territory? That's extremely frustrating. Yeah, simply because of conquest. And just generally some instability. Can't afford a food hit here, so let's increase the public order. Public order is plus 10, we will reduce it by 4 and 4, so it should be able to still take the hits. Increase in food from 5 to 9. So hopefully we didn't throw anything off there. Public order plus 13, let's increase this. Increase this. Let's increase that. Nine food from 5 food. It still won't balance it out, so never mind. Public order is absolutely great, so let's increase the Komai over here. Let's end the turn again. Slave uprising where? We'll just murder the lot. It's probably in the Pannonia region, which we have many armies there, so it's fine. But all in all, it looks like we're done with our Dacian troubles. rebellion imminent. So there we have it, the slave rebellion. Oh, so scary. Let's upgrade all our buildings over here. There literally went all of our money. Try to move these guys back into the city. Instead of upgrading over here, might as well build a settlement here. Let's send our army after this. Slaves. So we'll end this episode here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. When we return, we will be taking on the slaves and invading the Greek motherland, where we can finally return home. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode as much as I have. Leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and put anything you want to say in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care.